Hey there, YouTube. I looked at another car this weekend. It was at an estate sale. It was a 1998 Toyota Camry V6 automatic, 96,000 miles for $3,000, their best offer. And the reason why the car was so cheap is because the car had body damage. Nothing major, it just had a lot of scrapage on the doors, and plus the rear fiberglass bumper had a ding in it about the size of my fist, and plus the bumper was cracked, so the bumper would need to be replaced if the car was repainted. Personally, I would just drive the car as is. I wouldn't repaint it because I hate the fear of like repainting something and then all of a sudden the car gets scuffed up again or the paint gets chips. Screw that, I would just drive the car as is. Maybe get a matching bumper for it, I don't know. The body itself had no rust or rot. The body could be easily repainted if that bumper was replaced. And as far as mechanicals, that car looked pretty straight. All the tires matched. There was no abnormal wear in the front. There was no wet spots on the ground, no oil spots. I looked above to see the bottom of the engine compartment, and there was no drip spots in that area. On top of the engine there was no wet spots. The oil was clean. The transmission fluid was a little darkened. The color was alright, but it could be changed. It should be changed. The car had leather interior. It had air conditioning, AM/FM cassette and CD. It had a moonroof. It probably had cruise control. I wasn't sure. But yeah, that was the straightest car I've seen in a while. That car looked very solid. But once I got home, I did a little research on the Toyota V6 engines, and after I saw some reviews, I wasn't impressed. I guess the 4-cylinders were pretty bulletproof, but the V6s around that age had oil sludge problems. And there was some owners that had to replace their engines because of that. The engines didn't have 120,000 miles on them yet when the engines failed due to sludge. And I guess it was a problem that Toyota kept on denying. They knew about the problem, but they didn't want to service their customers. They kept on bullshitting. They were trying to get themselves out of it. They kept on saying it was the owner's fault by not changing their oil enough. When in reality, Toyota knew that the V6 engines had that problem and they didn't want to fix it for the customers. Buying that V6 engine, a car with that V6 engine, I guess it's sort of a gamble. Some people have really good luck with that engine, some not. Some get a lot of miles out of the engine, some not. Like I said, it's a gamble, and plus that V6 engine had a timing belt, and to replace the timing belt and water pump, I guess it cost a fortune from what I saw on the internet. But yeah, that was a pretty straight car. Price was good too, but that V6 engine, I mean, the car would have been alright if you wanted to keep it for a year or two, but I like to keep cars for years. I don't like to trade them off like once every year or 2 years. I would like to keep them for years. Like my Buick, I had that car for 11 years. It served me well. The Buick is a little rusty, but it's still pretty safe to drive yet. If it was unsafe, I would have got rid of that. I would have got rid of that thing in a hurry and got another car. I planned on running the Buick into the ground anyway, but the Toyota was just a spur-of-the-moment idea. I was thinking, oh yeah, this car is a pretty good deal, until I saw the reviews on the V6 engine, and I wasn't impressed with what I saw. The 4-cylinders were pretty good, but the V6, I'm starting to think that Hondas are better than the Toyotas are. I'm not a really good foreign car analyst. I know a lot about GM cars, but as far as like foreign cars, I'm sort of dipshitted about that. And yeah, I thought I would share that story with you. It's a good straight car, but that engine is just too risky for me. And that concludes this video. Bye.